Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Previously, I suppose the big, huge twist of the Fate route occurred. Saber and Shirou stared down Castor, prepared to fight, but out of nowhere, Castor was eviscerated, torn to shreds by the attack of Archer. Not our Archer, another Archer. A man in gold, and an ego the size of a planet. Apparently this Archer, who I have affectionately nicknamed Greg, has survived since the last Holy Grail War 10 years ago. That's the Archer from the 4th War, here today in the 5th War. So, yeah, that's kind of intense. Let's hop right back in and see this continuing conversation as the characters try to piece together what the hell just happened. Well, putting what Shirou said aside, as we don't know his true identity, his objective is next. Tosaka sneaks a glance at Saber. Yeah, Greg was like... Apparently, he gave Saber an offer, and he's waiting for an answer. We already know he's after the Holy Grail, but there's one other point I'm curious about. Can I ask you directly, Saber? Man, why does she put on that really evil smile when it comes to this kind of a subject? What do you mean, Rin? You do not need to hold back if you wish to ask me something. Really? Then I'll ask. What do you think of him? From the way he spoke, it seemed like he really has the hots for you. Phrasing. I'm not following Tosaka's lead, but I sneak a glance at Saber. Tosaka is saying it wrong, but it's true, he was attached to Saber. No, it wasn't that nice. He saw Saber as his, and only his. I do not care what he thinks about, but I remember that he did propose marriage to me in the previous war. Naturally, I deflected it with my sword. Oh. Okay then. Yeah, I guess Greg would think that Saber would be worthy of him. Marriage? You mean... What? What is that servant thinking? Wow. I don't know if you should be happy in this case, but you don't feel too bad about it, right? You must be happy as a woman to be proposed to even after you became a servant. That is not true. I have no such freedom to begin with. My goal is to obtain the Holy Grail. Honestly, such nonsense irritates me. Oh wait, no, that's not Shirou. Honestly, such nonsense irritates me. Really? Even if you feel that way, he was pretty into you. His type doesn't care how much they're rejected. You're stubborn too, so he might be a good match for you. I don't know what's so funny, but Tosaka's words are irresponsible. Tosaka seems to be happy to be talking to Saber about this kind of a thing. Saber seems to have no interest, but... I am telling you that I have no interest in such a thing. He is certainly a superior heroic spirit, but his way of thinking is too different from mine. Saber answers honestly. Yeah. Saber is ultimate selflessness. Greg is ultimate selfishness. Oh, it's like oil and water. No, more like oil and fire. Oh, did you hear that, Shirou? Saber has no interest in men. Are you relieved? Rin, I believe that is of no concern to Shirou. Your statement is a little strange. I would think so. That was a mistake on my part, but the strange part is the funny part. Tosaka laughs evilly, as long as she's having fun. Her eyes seem to be laughing not only at Saber, but at me as well. It irritates me for some reason and I stand up. Huh? Where are you going, Shirou? Tea. I'm thirsty. I'll get some for everyone while I'm at it. I spit that out and go to the kitchen. I don't know why, but I'm irritated. So I think I'll prepare extra bitter tea for Tosaka. Oh! I think that's a British war crime. Okay, I should probably say why I'm calling that servant Greg, but I can't. It has to do with his true identity, which I do know. He's a very difficult character to forget, man. I mean, it's been like 8 years since I watched Fate Zero, but some characters just leave an impact. Plus, I'm just really fond of who he is, the heroic spirit is, in the first place, so that's memorable on top of that. And the reason I'm calling him Greg is to do with that identity, but I can't say it yet. For same reasons I couldn't say what I knew Saber's identity was, yeah. Then I'll go back to my room. Let's have the complicated talk tomorrow after Ilya wakes up. After messing a lot with Saber, she drinks the bitter tea and stands up. Yeah, go to sleep. Don't come back. Oh, that must be Shirou. Yeah, I'll leave the rest to you then. I don't know what's so funny, but Tosaka leaves in a good mood. What are you going to do, Shirou? You should not push yourself even if your wounds have healed, so I think you should rest for tonight. Yeah, that's my plan. But I'll watch over Ilya for a bit longer. I'll move her to a room if there doesn't seem to be any problem, and I'll go to bed after that. I see. Then I shall accompany you. Our conversation ends there. It gets really awkward once it's quiet, as Tosaka was a loud one. No, awkward isn't the right word. There are things I'm worried about, and things I need to say, so my mind is impatient. Come to think of it, what I want to tell her is all in a mess. About the Holy Grail, about her still being alive. Even if she does obtain the Holy Grail, there's no salvation for the girl called Artoria. I don't even need to say why. She has no wish for herself even now. Saber, about what we were discussing before. Our eyes meet. Her awkward eyes seem to know what I'm going to say. Yes? What is it, Shirou? She tries to block my question with a calm voice. But I have to tell her. About what we were saying earlier. Tosaka said it too, that servants can stay if they obtain the Holy Grail, right? Then... No. I have no intention of staying here. I will return to my original time once I obtain the Holy Grail. And you're going to redo the selection of the king? You're going to start everything over and not save yourself on the verge of death? Right. It is the duty of a king to protect the country. My powers were not enough, so I must at least select an appropriate king in my place. Man, that would just rewrite history completely and utterly, to the point that Shirou might not even be born, let alone participate in the Holy Grail War. She asserts it as if it has nothing to do with her. Her words really make me angry. You idiot, wake up! The duty of the king doesn't matter. You're here, so you should do what you want to now. You're right. You're strong, right? Then finish this battle quickly, obtain the Holy Grail, and quit being a servant. If you have a wish, don't go to the past and redo everything. If you want to change yourself, don't change the past, but change who you are now. Saber doesn't answer. She gives a small sigh. You are obstinate, Shirou. I want you to stop bringing this up. She firmly rejects my opinion. And it is not as if one can stay if one obtains the Holy Grail. Archer, that servant does not remain this time because of the Holy Grail. It was impossible for anyone to obtain the Holy Grail in the last war. Wait, what? What? Okay, I know his status screen said that he has like A+ rank self-reliance or whatever and doesn't need a command spell to exist, but I was thinking that might be because of his wish in the Holy Grail. Saber, what is that? It is impossible to obtain what does not exist. On that day when the town was in flames, the Holy Grail was destroyed. Oh. That's interesting. Wait. Oh. By the master who betrayed me, Emiya Shirou. Well, shit. Yeah, okay, so Shirou being a master in the last war, that was obvious as hell. I saw that coming a mile away. I think I called this like 40 videos ago. Anyway, I was gonna say, it has been well and thoroughly established that only magic more powerful than defenses can destroy something. Berserker Heracles could only be damaged by magic that exceeded his immortality protection, his godhood. So what I'm saying is, in order for the Holy Grail itself to be destroyed, what in the sweet ever-loving hell did it? My vision closes in. I hold my body steady with my hands as it's about to fall. Emiya Shirou? Yes, he was my master 10 years ago in the previous Holy Grail War. I won to the end, and the Holy Grail came to Shirou's hands. Yeah, that was also pretty obvious. Saber was servant to Shirou. The fire was caused by them in the last conflict. Shirou scoured the fire for a survivor and adopted them, Shirou, probably out of a sense of responsibility and guilt. Archer and his master still remained, so the Holy Grail War should have been ended by their defeat. But Shirou threw the Holy Grail away. As a result, the town went into flames. Wait, so Shirou destroyed the Grail? That man ordered me to destroy the Holy Grail because servants are the only ones that can touch the Holy Grail. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay, the only reason Saber would willingly destroy the Holy Grail is if it was unwilling. Kuretsugu probably used a command spell, and command spells grant an epic burst of strength and power. It defies reality. We saw that well enough when Shirou made Saber teleport to the school to catch him while he was falling. Like a noble phantasm blow powered up by a command spell might do it. Like Excalibur's powerful on its own right, but on top of that, with a command spell, I could see it defeating the Holy Grail. I could. Kuretsugu used his last command spell to force me to destroy the Holy Grail. Yep, there you go. I called it. Servants cannot stay in this world once the Holy Grail disappears. Kuretsugu did not try to keep me here, either. My memory ends there. I could not ask him about the betrayal, nor settle my match against Archer. Wait, so... the Holy Grail gets summoned when every master but one dies, right? Which means there was probably a brief window between Greg's master, Archer's master, dying, and yeah, I think she's saying it like Greg was still around and kicking, but masterless at the time that the Holy Grail got destroyed. So she wouldn't know how Greg survived. Well, it's not like I never thought about it. Father was a magus. If he lived in this town all his life, he must have been involved in a Holy Grail war. But still, why didn't you tell me that my father was a master, Saber? Usually, a servant does not hold memories of previous summonings. The same hero will not be summoned as a servant again. I am an exception to this rule, so I believed I should not mention this fact to you, Shirou. And I did not wish to tell you what kind of master Kuretsugu was. Oh. Why? Why wouldn't you want to tell me? Shirou, as you have seen my past in your dreams, I also saw your past. I was surprised by your past, but I could not believe how much Kuretsugu had changed. Emiya Kuretsugu is a great person in your memories, but he is not like that in my memories. Oh. To state it simply, he was a typical magus. He was only interested in his objectives, and he eliminated everything in his way. I could not see any human emotion in him. Ouch. He only spoke to me 3 times during the whole war. I do not think I need to tell you when he spoke to me. The 3 command spells. Good lord, that's cold. He was not cruel, nor a born killer. But he did not have anything that you would call emotion. Just as he treated me only as a tool, he treated himself only as an object. Kuretsugu killed every emotion and killed every enemy. I do not know what he believed in to make him do so, but he ordered me to destroy the Holy Grail when it was in front of him. To be honest, I have never cursed the command spell or a master who has betrayed me more than I did at that time. There's some truth in Saber's words. No, they must all be true. Come to think of it, I don't know what Kuretsugu was like before that time 10 years ago. I couldn't guess anything about him before that time, and I saw no need to learn about such things. It doesn't change a thing, even if Kuritsugu was cold-hearted. The man that adopted me was really childlike. So my memory is my only truth. But what hurts my heart is, if Kuritsugu was really a cold person, his last moments were just too empty. I see. Maybe I was able to summon you because I'm his son. I do not know. Kuritsugu summoned me in a legitimate way. As Kuritsugu's aptitude as a master was high, he was hired by a Magus family with a long history and entered the Holy Grail War. Oh! Who in the world would that be? Not the Einsburns. I mean, oh, wait. Maybe it was the Matos! Ooh, I could see that being a thing. I heard that everything he needed to become a master was provided by that family. They had excavated King Arthur's artifact from Cornwall and gave it to Kuritsugu to use in the Holy Grail War. Kuritsugu used it as a catalyst to summon me. Would Kuritsugu have kept that artifact? Would he have kept it? Maybe put it in this estate? Maybe underneath the shed where Saber was summoned? Mm-hmm. So Kuritsugu himself does not have any factor to summon me, nor is his attribute close to mine. You probably summoned me because of some other factor. I get it. It's not too surprising that Father used to be a master. What's surprising is that his servant was King Arthur, the one standing in front of me right now. And one more thing. Saber said that the Holy Grail was destroyed. Then, isn't this war completely meaningless? Well, no. Saber standing in front of you is proof positive. The Holy Grail's back. Its power is what allowed new servants to be summoned in again. I don't get it. You already knew there's no Holy Grail anymore, right? So why did you decide to take part in this ridiculous battle? I certainly do not know if the Holy Grail actually exists, but it would be strange for there to be no Holy Grail if I am summoned. Have you forgotten, Shirou? I became a servant to obtain the Holy Grail. To put it another way, I will not be summoned unless the Holy Grail is present. Oh, well then. The Holy Grail can restore itself, even if it's destroyed. No, the Holy Grail is not something easily replaceable. It would be impossible for a destroyed Holy Grail to be restored. A new Holy Grail? Then... But it should exist. Servants are summoned since they are drawn to the Holy Grail. Servants would not exist if there is no Holy Grail. That priest said so as well. Yo, Kirei said that his father took part in the last Holy Grail War. Maybe Kirei could shed some light on a few things. Maybe he knows stuff. Priest, oh, him. The supervisor of the Holy Grail War living at the church. That man that manages the Holy Grail must be able to answer all my questions. The end of the previous war. What happened to the destroyed Holy Grail? And to the servant, Archer? And yes, what did Kuritsugu see at the end of the battle to make him destroy the Holy Grail? I wake up alone. Even if she has recovered, Saber still has to sleep periodically. Saber went to bed right away after that, and I went to bed too to relieve Saber. That was an hour ago. It's past midnight. I'll be able to sneak out without Saber or Tosaka finding out now. Wait, he's not going to the shed. I go out without making a sound. Oh my god, is he actually going to Kirei alone? Okay. I thought about using the bicycle, but it'd be a problem if I wake them up by doing so. I guess I'll walk there. Okay. I don't think Greg would care if he saw Shirou, but Lancer might be a problem. There's no one around. Even if it's midnight, the silence is abnormal. The air is frozen and I can't sense life from any of the buildings. On the other hand, I feel a contradictory heat under the road, as if there's a whirlpool of something black. Has something happened to the town in the few days I was held at Ilya's place? It feels like ill omens are everywhere. It's not just me. I look up at the mountain in the distance. The Ryudo temple, which is far away from the city, just looks like a black lump from here. It's just that it seems like it's throbbing along with the night wind. Huh. I cross the dark river and walk to Shinto. That's right. It's already been 10 days since then. That day, that night, I first met Saber and walked on this bridge with Tosaka seems like so long ago. You're telling me? It's been like freaking 2 years for me. I see the church. I've never been to the church. Even though I told Tosaka that, I do have a connection to this church. I was supposed to be entrusted to the church and adopted somewhere later. The Emiya household or the church. Come to think of it, it was a big turning point. 10 years ago, all the children in that hospital were orphans and they were all temporarily entrusted to the church. I was the only one of them adopted from the hospital. Okay, if this doesn't prove that Shirou was very special in particular, then I don't know what will. That must be why I felt kind of guilty and unconsciously avoided the church. That's why I told Tosaka it was my first time visiting the church on the night 11 days ago. The lights in the church are still on. I don't like that priest, but there's something I need to ask him. Well, let's go. I take a deep breath and go through the heavy doors. Priest Kodamine, are you here? I should actually turn voices on because it has been a minute since we've heard Kirei's voice, and I like his voice. It is very deep and pleasant. I keep on walking while I call out. I can't sense anyone in the chapel. Even though the lights are on, it's so big and quiet that I feel more afraid than I would in complete darkness. Hey, is anyone here? There's no reply. I can't go in any farther, so I should give up and go home for tonight. I instantly turn toward the sound.
Emiya Shirou ka. こんな時間に何の用だ?
So, it is Emiya Shirou. What are you doing here at this time? The sudden encounter leaves me speechless.
夜も更けた。あとは眠るだけだったのだが、その顔では懺悔の真似事でもしたかったと見えるな。エミヤシロウ。
It is late. I was going to sleep, but your expression suggests that you seek confession here. Kuremine says so and returns to the door he emerged from.
いや、待ってくれ。あんたに聞きたいことがあってきた。
Oh, no, wait. I had something I wanted to ask you.
そんなことは分かっている。時間外だからといって訪れたものを追い返すことなどせん。
I know. I will not turn anyone away, even if they come at odd hours. So saying, Kuremine opens the door to the back of the chapel.
ついてこい。話といっても聖杯戦争の件だろ。そんな血生臭い話をここでするわけにもいかん。
Follow me. I'm sure it has to do with the Holy Grail War. I cannot have us talk about such bloody subjects here. Kuremine disappears into the back without waiting for my reply. I've come this far, so I can't go back empty-handed. I renew my determination not to be intimidated by Kuremine and follow him.
外もすごかったけど、中も凝ってるっていうか。
Wow. The outside was brilliant, but the inside is exquisite as well. Is this a courtyard? There's a park and passageway that seems too elegant for Kuremine to live in alone.
何をしている？話をするのならこちらに来い。
What are you doing? Come here if you have something to talk about. The priest turns yet another corner.
くそ、本当に待ったなしなんだな、あいつ。
Damn, he really doesn't wait. I follow him, complaining. The church is like a small maze, so I have to follow him obediently. That's a nice room, nice and cozy. It's a modest room made of stone. This inelegant room seems to be Kuremine's.
もてなすものの一つもないが許せ。
Boy, he's tall. I am unfortunately out of alcohol. I have nothing to welcome you with, but forgive me. Kuremine says so while sitting down. Is this the faint smell of wine? He must really like it if the smell is lingering in this room.
どうした？話があるのではなかったか？そこでほうけられていても迷惑だが。
What? Did you not have something to talk to me about? It is bothersome if you just stand there dumbfounded.
誰もほうけてなんかいない。この部屋が意外だったから驚いていただけで、すぐに要件を済ませて帰る。
I'm not dumbfounded. I was just surprised by this room, and I'll go home right away once I'm done with my business.
それは何より。私も子供に付き合うほど暇ではない。
Good. I do not have enough leisure time to socialize with children either.
質問は手短にしてもらおう。
Keep your questions concise. As expected, I hate this guy. It feels like he can read my mind, and I feel intimidated when I talk to him. Speaking of not having enough time, it's been nice, but, back to no voices. Need to speed this up. So, what is it that you want to talk about, Emiya Shirou? I believe I have already told you everything I can. Don't lie. You must have known about it. My father was Saber's master, and he destroyed the Holy Grail. You're the supervisor that manages the Holy Grail, so you must... Oh, did Saber say that? Yeah. I heard that's how the previous Holy Grail War ended. Why do I feel like it's a bad idea to tell Kirei that Saber has memories still? The priest sinks into silence as if pondering. It is unusual of our servant to retain their previous memories. Maybe Saber is a failure, or Saber herself is abnormal. Either way, you cannot claim she is a normal servant. Yeah. Heroic spirits do not retain memories. There would be no contradictions if they did, since they are summoned. There would be contradictions if they did, since they are summoned into many ages, the past, present, and future. All they have are memories from when they were alive. Anything that happens to them after they become a heroic spirit should not remain in their memory. The priest ponders as he must not assent to the fact. I see. He doesn't know that Saber isn't a complete heroic spirit yet, so he's having trouble understanding. No, that's wrong. It seems that Saber's circumstances are different from the other servants. Oh, that was Shirou saying that. Different circumstances. I see. So that must be why you came here. Alright, go ahead. I don't like his haughty attitude, but this is no time to oppose him. I don't like it, but this priest might give me some answers. It seems Saber isn't dead yet. She still hasn't completed the Oh, that's Shirou. It seems Saber isn't dead yet. She still hasn't completed the contract to become a heroic spirit. Something like, she wished for the Holy Grail on the verge of her death, and she agreed to become a heroic spirit as a price for obtaining it. So she isn't dead yet. She won't die until she obtains the Holy Grail, and she said she'll become a complete servant when she does so. Whoa, he's shocked. Not dead. Then that must mean Saber is still in the cycle of rebirth. So she is not removed from the concept of time like other heroic spirits. Right, I think that's it. Tosaka said Saber's frozen in time by herself. I see. So rather than disappearing after she accomplishes something, she continues to be summoned as a heroic spirit until she obtains the Holy Grail. But the Holy Grail has not yet been obtained, so she returns to her deathbed every time she fails, and she has been summoned into this time as well, bearing all her previous memories. Obtaining the Holy Grail in order to die. I do not understand heroes. And even if she does obtain it, all that is left for her is to be summoned as a servant. That's right. Even if she does obtain the Holy Grail and gets her wish granted, she'll just become like the other servants, right? I don't like that. Anyways, what are servants? They say it's making heroes your familiars, but can that even be possible for a contradictory hero who likes Saber? I do not understand the system. Eternal continuation of the soul. The servant system is constructed by imitating that secret process. Only the deviser would know about this. Eternal continuation of the soul? No, that is just the past. It has nothing to do with this matter, so forget about it. So, Emiya Shirou, you are saying that you want her to stop being a servant, correct? Did he guess right? I certainly think Saber's situation is strange. It's fine that she wants to obtain the Holy Grail. But all that awaits is her elimination. If a king other than King Arthur is chosen, and King Arthur is no more, I think it's wrong for her to be summoned as the hero King Arthur after that. So, if she can stop being a servant and live as a normal human being...
That is impossible. Dead people will not come back to life. Even if her time is stopped, Saber is already dead for us. The power of the Holy Grail summons her into this time because she accepted the price of becoming a heroic spirit. If she does not seek the Holy Grail, she will not be summoned as a servant. And as long as she seeks the Holy Grail, she will become a complete servant sooner or later. Even if she fails this time, she has infinite chances. Since Saber is still in the loop of time, she cannot be in two chances to obtain the Holy Grail at once, and she cannot redo a chance she has already failed.
Oh my god, that's a really good point. Does that mean Saber is fated to obtain the Holy Grail here in this war?
She will fail a chance she has already failed, no matter how many times she tries.
Oh! No. No, there are only two outcomes. Either she gets it or she fails. Here, in this war.
Once she has experienced the result, she will not be able to change it. But still, it should only be a matter of time before she obtains the Holy Grail. This is not the only opportunity for her. Trials to obtain the Holy Grail exist in all ages. If she continues to challenge each one, she will obtain the Holy Grail. From the beginning, she is being summoned as a heroic spirit because she obtains the Holy Grail as a result. From the moment she appeared in front of you, there was no way to stop her from becoming a servant.
Apologies for the noise. Actually, I should probably take that. One moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. It's like the first text I've ever gotten in, like, months? Huh. Where were we? I thought so. As long as Saber seeks the Holy Grail, there's no way to stop her from being a servant. After all, she'll continue like this unless Saber herself decides to use the Holy Grail for her own sake. Even if this Holy Grail war ends and there's no need to fight anymore, she will go on to the next chance to obtain the Holy Grail if she cannot obtain it this time. Once she obtains it, she'll become this heroic spirit thing and be sent out to many ages.
Then she'll continue to be a servant whether she obtains the Holy Grail or not.
That's Shirou. Okay. I've been getting by just fine without voices, but this one scene is the most confusing. Okay. Then she'll continue to be a servant whether she obtains the Holy Grail or not.
No, that is not the case. If the Holy Grail is truly omnipotent, it will be able to save Saber.
Huh? But you just said that was impossible.
Yes, it is impossible to stop Saber from becoming a servant. But your wish is for her to stay in this world, is it not? Then it is not that difficult. You are able to keep her here as a human, even after the Holy Grail War ends, although she will return once she dies.
Oh, wow. So Shirou could use his wish to let Saber live on as a human, but once Saber dies, whether of old age or sickness or injury, it'll be like nothing ever happened. She'll just be cast back in time and sent into the next battle. How do I do that?
The heroic spirits and servants are spurious. Normally, what is summoned as a heroic spirit does not have a mind. It is summoned as a tool to meet an objective and disappears. But servants are different. They are the true bodies summoned by the Holy Grail. So they can live as humans just by keeping them in this world.
You can do such a thing? Saber said she disappeared when the Holy Grail was destroyed. Isn't it true that servants can't stay if the Holy Grail is gone?
Of course. The Holy Grail merely summons these servants, and it is the role of the Master to maintain them after that. But that is possible only because the Holy Grail is aiding the Master. The magical energy of Emiya is not enough to maintain a servant. If one does not have a donor called the Holy Grail, their servant will disappear.
I thought so. Then,
No. If you do not have enough, all you need to do is compensate for that.
oh no.
For servants, furnishing magical energy is only an act of compensation. It is their true nature to consume souls. If their existence starts to fade, it can be replenished using other souls.
Okay. I guess that's how Greg has stayed alive. What? Does that mean attacking random people like Shinji did? Don't be ridiculous. I can't do such a thing. First of all, Saber wouldn't want to stay if she had to go that far.
I see. Then you would have to use the contents of the Holy Grail. It is simple. If you want Saber to live as a human being, have her consume the Holy Grail.
I see no reason why that wouldn't work. Yeah, that makes sense.
He must have predicted my response.
The priest's expression tells me that he was waiting to reach this conclusion from the beginning. You mean, have the Holy Grail grant my wish?
No, it has nothing to do with your wish. It is the contents of the Holy Grail itself.
Doesn't the Holy Grail contain the blood of Christ?
Did you not hear from Rin? Servants are able to start a second life by drinking the water of the Holy Grail. That only means they have become a familiar summoned in this age. Their bodies will still be that of a servant, but they will be able to stay in this world as long as their master is alive.
But that means... that hasn't solved anything. Even if she can stay in this world, it's meaningless if she's still a servant. She can't exist without magical energy from her master. And even if she stays in this world like that, she returns to that hill after she dies. And Saber wouldn't do it. She isn't interested in a second life, and she said she's going to use the Holy Grail for another purpose. Oh, but first of all, the key to everything is the Holy Grail. Does it mean it still exists in this world? I get it. That just means I have to obtain the Holy Grail, right? But does the Holy Grail still exist? If my father destroyed it, then...
Then what?
If there's no Holy Grail, there's no reason to fight. This ridiculous fight is pointless.
You have no reason to fight, huh? Why do you say that now? You had no reason to fight from the very beginning.
As he says so, time freezes. No reason to fight. That's what this priest told me before. At that time, I just became a master and I didn't have much of a reason to fight. That's why I ignored it. And I thought it was just sarcasm. Kirei, you bastard. Oh, love this guy. But what about now? I have a reason to fight. If there is a Holy Grail, I want to end this fight and give it to Saber. I have a reason to fight. I have a reason to fight. So why do his words make my body shake so much that I want to vomit? We'll forget about that for now. Now is not the time to open up your wounds. I hear a voice. A voice I don't want to hear. But it makes my mysterious nausea stop. There is a Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is only a vessel anyways. If it goes away, the preparer will prepare another one. Whomstiv? The preparer will prepare another one? Is the Holy Grail that easy to make? Just making the vessel is. You don't say. Vessel, huh? Of course, one needs an appropriate skill. But the Holy Grail War could not come to be without such a skill. First of all, the Holy Grail is not a cup that received the blood of God. It was based on a magical pot passed down from ancient times. Oh, glad that's clarified. Oh. Sorry, one moment. Okay, back. You should know about it if you are a magus. Utopia. It means an unreachable place in Greek. It is said that an omnipotent vessel exists there. And there were magi who tried to reproduce this omnipotent vessel. They were the three families: Einsburn, Makiri, and Tosaka. It's Ilya. It has to be Ilya. It has to be Ilya. I knew it. I knew it. I called it. Ooh, I'm so smart. Okay, Einsburn and Tosaka I am well familiar with. Who the hell is Makiri? They spent many generations researching the ritual to reproduce the omnipotent vessel and completed it 200 years ago. Oh... So that must mean the first Holy Grail War occurred 200 years ago. That was the first Holy Grail War. The ritual that summoned the omnipotent vessel to the artificial Holy Grail to open up the path. Einsburn? You mean Ilya's family? Yes. The Einsburns specialized in the legends of Das Rheingold. They were the best suited to make an imitation of the Holy Grail. But they cannot summon the Holy Grail with just that. They need a suitable land and a strong curse. The ones who provided these were the Tosaka and the Makiri. At that time, the Church and the Magic Association were in the middle of a bloody war. A far eastern land was chosen as the place of the ritual. Einsburn must have invited Tosaka in because Tosaka was in charge of the land around here, and their master was a master of summoning. For Einsburn, the summoning of the Holy Grail would be impossible without the help of Tosaka. But betrayal could easily occur with two families involved. They must have thought three should be involved, as they also brought in the Makiri family. The Makiris are a family with history as well. They were the family most skilled with familiars. It was they that came up with the command spell to bind the servants. And they worked together to summon the Holy Grail, but when they succeeded, what came after was bloody killing. The first summoning of the Holy Grail ended while they were busy killing each other.
As generations passed, they made rules called the Holy Grail War, and went back to cooperating, at least in form. Tosaka provided this land and the system to model the servants, and Makiri provided the command spell to bind these servants. And I wonder if there's like some visual novel or anime adaptation that covers the first war. That must be so interesting to see. And Einsburn supplies the vessel for the Holy Grail to dwell in. Ilya! Yay! That is the cooperation they decided on. The priest continues happily, as if something pleases him. But, I see. They say the Holy Grail War is a ritual, but Ilya's family was the original proposer. It was the Einsburns that prepared the Holy Grail. As they were betrayed by Kuritsugu last time, they have thrown in their greatest trump card. The daughter of Einsburn probably holds the Holy Grail. Yep. Ilya has the Holy Grail? That's weird. I don't think she had anything with her. Well, are you happy now? I do not know what troubles you, but the only way to solve it is to use the Holy Grail. Now that you know that, go home. The battle is not yet over. You are crazy to be walking about without having Saber by your side. That's none of your business. I know there's still Lancers, Master. Hold on. There's one more thing I need to ask him. Kotomine, servants will disappear once the Holy Grail disappears. That's what you said, right? Yes. Do you have a problem with that? I do. I don't know who it is, but there is an 8th servant. According to Saber, he has remained in this world since the previous war. What? It must have been a surprise. Kotomine opens his eyes and mutters in disbelief. What's going on? I came here since I thought you would know. So, you are saying there is a servant that did not disappear? It is not that strange. The previous war ended with Saber destroying the Holy Grail. So in other words, there was still another servant left. Oh. Saber disappeared by her own will. But if the servant wished to stay, then the answer is simple. He must have acquired the magical energy he needed by feeding on souls, and lived these past 10 years. Kirei? Kirei, is there something you want to tell us? Why do you know that this 8th servant is a man? He? He indeed. Kirei? That's ridiculous. His presence was absurd. You or my father certainly would have noticed if that thing had been around for 10 years. I know. Someone was probably hiding him. The servant's master, or what? A magus who knew about the Holy Grail War, but did not become a master. I know one such person, but that is impossible as well. The old Makiri has already retired. Kotomine must be satisfied as he gets up from the sofa. This is it. I cannot let this be as a supervisor. I shall investigate that servant. You should concentrate on your remaining battle with Lancer. Kotomine walks to the exit as if there's nothing more to talk about. Well, there's certainly nothing more to be gained from being here. I leave the dark room and follow Kuromine, who leads me to the exit silently. I leave the church. Behind me, Saber will die when she obtains the Holy Grail. You know what that means, don't you, Emiya Shirou? The priest asks, as if confirming it. Okay, I guess we should stop here. Now's as good a time as any. Well, deep lore. Holy crap, we just learned how the Holy Grail War came to be. Ainsburn, Tosaka, and Makiri. Huh. I'm not so sure if I like the sudden introduction of a third magical family, the Makiri. Like, if it ends up being the case that the Makiris really are behind Greg, then that'll just be another thing to add to the pile of ass pulls that this sudden appearance is. Like, I guess it kind of had to be this way for maximum shock value, but there was no foreshadowing at all. It came out of nowhere, Greg's appearance. But I will say that it's being explained very well enough. Like, this is very concrete. Like, there's no holes that I can detect. It's very well explained and justified. But only retroactively. Well, Shirou finally has a reason to fight. And in fact, I think he's had a reason to fight for a very long time. It just took until now for it to be spelled out for him that he realized it. I wonder if... I wonder if Lancer and his master would be open to an alliance. Like, what if Shirou and Saber worked with those two to defeat Greg? Because Lancer described his master as being a coward. I think a coward would want to forge an alliance between friggin' Saber, the most powerful servant remaining, and this unknown entity, Greg. But it's just a matter of contacting the master. Well, another thing that's obvious to me is that I'm pretty sure Ilya is going to have to die in order for the Holy Grail to exist. Ilya is the servant, or no, not servant, the vessel that carries the Holy Grail. Obviously that means it's inside her, like her magical energy. It's as she said, she was born and raised for this war. Oh, man. Shirou's in for quite the moral dilemma, I should say, but me? Yeah, no. Ilya can just die. Yeah, I don't care about her. Anyway. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. As in, what happens in this next day. Surely there must be some sort of plan of action put into place. Anyway, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Fate Stay Night. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.